Hello Aquarius, thanks for joining me for the March of 2021 Taroscope with Animal Totem card. This is Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I do psychic tarot, astrology, channeling, and have been in the metaphysical field for over 30 years, so lots of experience. This is for Aquarius Sun sign, Aquarius Rising sign, and Aquarius Moon. As always, the main reading will be from the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, my own creation, followed by an Animal Totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, there'll be some additional cards pulled for the bonus reading from the Chrysalis Tarot this month. So let's get into it. There's so much to talk about. We've got this Aries Ingress this month. It's a very powerful time. Real quickly, for my regular subscribers, I did do another Sacred Vessel. And it's the same process as the other one. I painted it, but I added like decoupage. And I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to be using it for the reading. The cards have been shuffled, and I'm just going to throw them in here and do a light shuffle in order to save my wrist and my hands, but in order to allow Spirit to just kind of pull out the cards that are meant for you, rather than doing any rigid cutting or whatever, you know, let Spirit just kind of pull them out. This is my second edition Rock and Roll Tarot, so the cards are real slippery. It's a new deck. Any of you who read cards can relate. When you get a new deck, it's kind of slipping and sliding a little bit there. Okay, so here we go with the aces again. Almost everybody has had an ace, and we're in the month of the Aries Ingress, which takes place on March 20th. When we get we have ingresses every time we come through a cardinal sign. It's a change of season. This is the astrology wheel, if you're not familiar. When things are finishing up in the sign of Pisces and they come through over the Aries energy, it starts the whole thing all over again. Aries is a new first sign in the whole zodiac. Therefore, it's a new beginning always for everybody. It's not only a new season of spring, but it's a new beginning for more longer terms. In many cultures, the Aries Ingress or Ostara is the actual new year, not January 1st. So you're Aquarius, so you being Aquarius, especially for Aquarius rising, it's going to be in your third house, and that's going to be for communication, travel, and things of this nature. I know we're not doing much traveling anybody yet, but that's what it's going to be. Alright, so you do have this Ace of Swords. So it is, everybody can, but it's especially showing up for this Ace of Swords to take advantage of this new beginning. Not only do you have the Ace of Swords, but right next door you have the Magician, which is a number 1 also. It's not an ace because they don't have aces in the major arcana, but it is a new beginning. It is a number 1. You have 1 and 2, both. The 1 and 2 of the major arcana, so the first and the second step. I first want to look at what is the Ace of Swords pointing to, and it's pointing to this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position says a load is lifted off of your back, and you're feeling lighter, and you're feeling better. There's been an area of your life where you've been having some struggle for some time, and it's changing, or there's an opportunity for it to change, for you to initiate the change, because the Magician is all about you taking the initiative, you becoming empowered, you doing it, you making the bold moves to make things really happen, guided by your intuition. The High Priestess is the intuition. So yes, you want to make bold moves, but only fools rush in, is what I'm hearing. You want to make sure that check in with yourself. Listen to your intuition. Guides and angels are sending you messages, and you can really tune in and grab it around this time. Some of you may be moving with the 4 of Rods up here. Maybe there's been a situation where you've been trying to move, and you may end up moving at this time. When these two cards show together, however, this is very often some kind of big love thing. This can be living together or planning a marriage, and this can be the actual marriage, you know. So very favorable, very positive. something to be really happy and celebrating about either way, you know, even if it's not a marriage or love related. And it does seem to be tied into some fire sign energy. We've got these fire sign people. We have both the Queen and the King showing up here. So normally I would say, well, gender doesn't really count, it doesn't matter. But in this case, we have, you know, we have this, both. We have the male and the female energy. Speaking about fire signs, that's what we're doing. Where Aries ingress is an ingress into the fire sign energy. So it's definitely here. We've got this fire sign energy. And whether it's the male or the female or whoever, whatever the gender may be, the upright position tells us that it's favorable, it's positive, there's somebody who wants to help you. If you're somebody who's more on the intuitive side, they may bring the wherewithal and the know-how. Because some of us are more introverted and we need that extroverted energy to really, you know, maybe you are the creator and they're the one going out there promoting it or, you know, making it happen. Maybe you have a dream home that you want to build, and this is the builder or the architects that are going to actually do it. I would say that when I said architect, that really resonated real strong with me. So they're the architect anyway for whatever you're trying to build or make or do. It doesn't have to be an actual building. If this is a love relationship, it's really looking very nice. It looks like it's very, you know, a lot of happiness, a lot of love. For some of you, if it's not you, it could be maybe one of your children or even your parents or your brother or sister, somebody else in the family. It's usually going to be in the family with the Ten of Cups that would be getting married. And then it's just, you know, this love energy and love vibe is just spilling out, you know, everywhere, spilling out all over. Alright, so let me go ahead and shuffle up and get our animal totem card going for you. By the way, speaking of that Aries ingress, as always, I am offering that Aries ingress reading to see how it specifically affects you, and there's a ton of stuff going on. I was making my notes about the Aries ingress. There's so much aspects in astrology going on. So there's going to be plenty to talk about in anybody's reading. It's going to hit somewhere in your chart. Alright, so I'm going to shuffle up and get your animal totem, but check that reading out if it interests you. It'll be available for only a limited time. Alright, this is for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Dragonfly. Dragonfly is healing and magic. You know what I noticed right away? The dragonfly has the rainbow across the top, and look what we've got here. You know, we've got these rainbows coming across the top. So, you know, you're a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I mean, I might put something about the end of the rainbow or over the rainbow. I got to put rainbow in there somewhere for your title. I'll have to figure it out later. But dragonfly is major magic and really cool stuff. Inhabiting two worlds at once, air and water, day and night. Multidimensional travelers bring healing and light. Protectors of the realm, lifting the veil of consciousness. You know, the dragonfly, of course, it caught me that this reminded me of the rainbow up there, but dragonfly, the veil of consciousness, the high priestess is associated with the veil of consciousness as well. So really tuning in and really listening to that intuitive thing, paying attention to signs and symbols, not being so much caught up in the moment that you don't have time to like step back, look around, see where you're at, see what's around you, see who's showing up, see what's trying to help you. Finding those prisms, those lights, those rainbow energies, it's all going to be really important for you at this time. Alright, so I hope that I want to thank you all for tuning in and everything that you do. There's going to be more cards thrown for the Patreon people coming up. I hope that you'll tune in because I've put together, in addition to the Aries readings, which I offer every year, I've always seen myself as a teacher. That's why I got on YouTube in the first place, to teach, be a metaphysical teacher. I'm kind of going back to my roots on this. I've put together an 8-part course. This is an in-depth thing. This isn't like the videos that I just turn on the camera and go, that I throw up on YouTube all the time with like making my, you know, little crafty boxes and stuff. This is a big deal. It's painting and it's metaphysical. It's empowering. It's spiritual. You don't have to know how to paint. You don't have to know about astrology to benefit and participate in this. And then also there's going to be like a Zoom call at the end where we can all hang out and talk about the whole thing. So that'll be fun as well. If this sounds like something that might interest you, please stay tuned for the rest of this video. I put together a little video for the end, and we're going to tell you more about it. But thank you all for the ways that you do support me by liking, sharing, commenting. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of March, a great Aries ingress, and we'll speak to you again soon. Bye. Hi everyone, vickieverlie here. I wanted to talk to you all today about a course that I have coming up regarding the Aries ingress, and it's with this painting and spirituality that I've been getting into, and it's been so healing and therapeutic, especially when many of us are kind of locked in at this time. The Aries ingress is coming up, and the Aries ingress is one of the most powerful times of the year, and in many cultures it's actually the new year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and is a most auspicious time to initiate any sort of new beginnings and to reinvent your life into what you want it to be. Through the years, I've discovered the power of creativity transcends time and space, transporting us through body, mind, and spirit to a place of creation, quieting the busy mind and allowing higher guidance and the creative flow to come into play. Not only relaxing, but enlightening, great healing can take place through the creative process and engaging the subconscious mind. Are you ready to dive deep into healing and empowerment through the magic of art and creativity? I invite you to join me for an 8-step process of healing and empowerment, utilizing the energy of the Aries ingress. I will guide you through these simple yet amazingly transformative exercises. Each lesson begins with a short lecture, followed by a painting session. As we paint, we put ourselves into a meditative state and allow the subconscious mind to go to work in creating our reality. Even if you've never picked up a paintbrush in your life and know nothing about astrology, you will be able to complete this multi-layered painting through this 8-part course. This painting is more than mere layers of paint on a canvas. We are working with layers of consciousness, layers of healing. We are embarking on a multifaceted, empowering experience. Many of you have seen some of my art tutorials both on my Rock and Roll Prophetess and my VV Creative YouTube channels. Recently I've gotten more into painting, and behind me you can see a couple examples of my recent work. I've gotten so much out of it that I wanted to share it with others. I've created a course that is detailed and in-depth. The whole process is laid out in a simple, easy to understand steps that anyone can follow. You can work at your own pace, do one lesson at a time, or work through several in one sitting, whatever works best for you. As many of you know, I started out as a teacher in my earliest videos on YouTube in the broadcast for the universe. Later I branched out into readings, and in fact I was the first person to post monthly tarot readings for each sign on YouTube. Through the readings, through the books, through the channeling, teaching has always been my highest calling. The course includes a private community that allows you to comment and share your progress if you wish, plus a Zoom call in April so we can all hang out and talk and share our experiences. This will be available for a limited time, so the Aries ingress is on March 20th, so you can sign up today to secure your spot in this awesome and unique program. You don't have to do it exactly on the Aries ingress. You can do it before, leading up to, or even after, and it will still have the power of the infusion of the Aries energy. Okay, I hope to see you there. Till next time.